I want to talk to you guys about some of the questions I've been getting, just pretty much asking me about my truck. It is a single rear wheel. Do I wish I had a dually? What's going on, y'all? So welcome back to another video. Before I start this video, I do just want to say thank you guys, man, for subscribing to the channel. We recently hit a milestone of 1,000 subscribers a couple weeks ago. Damn! Today we are over 2,000 subscribers.
You gotta be kidding me.
So the growth has been, it's been amazing, and I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you guys that subscribe to the channel and also follow me on Instagram. I'm gonna just keep doing what I'm doing, putting out positive energy, try to put out good information for you guys, and just keep it as real as possible, as it is for me out here doing Hotshot. For those of you that are new, my name is Tim. I go by Hotshot Mac, and I am a Hotshot driver over the road. I'm on the road for about maybe 2 to 3 weeks at a time, maybe a month. It varies, it just depends on how I'm feeling. So in this video, we're gonna talk about my truck. I got a lot of questions from you guys about what kind of truck I have, how do I like the truck, what kind of MPG do I get, do I wish I had a dually, and things like that. So the first question I'm gonna answer is, what kind of truck do I have? So if you don't already know by now, by watching some of my other videos, I have a 2020 Ram 6.7 Cummins turbo diesel. It has the 68 RFE transmission, whatever that is. I just called the dealer up and they told me that's the type of transmission I have. It's not the ASIN, that you have to, I guess, specially order to get that transmission. Like I stated it before in some of my other videos, when I got this truck, I was never thinking, Hotshot was never on my mind. I never even knew what Hotshot was really before, when I actually got this truck. Well, I got this truck thinking I was gonna move RVs locally, because me and my wife, we were thinking about renting out our RV and possibly getting another one and delivering it for people to camp and things like that. So I never thought I was gonna get into Hotshot. So to be honest with you, by having this truck, I pretty much put it to work with what I have. I'll talk to you guys a little bit about, if I recommend this truck for Hotshot as far as non-CDL Hotshot. The second question I usually get, and don't mind me if I'm looking down on my phone, guys, I just wrote some of the questions down. Does your truck have any upgrades? Have I done anything to the truck? So the answer is no, I haven't done anything to the truck. It's completely bone stock. I don't have any airbags. I haven't done anything to the motor. I haven't done anything to the truck. The only thing I've possibly done is I put on some mud flaps and I put the hitch in the bed of the truck. So that's pretty much it. So no upgrades are done to the truck. The next question is, how do I like this truck? I love this truck. This truck is my baby, man. I love how it looks. I love Ram, and I like how it handles. I like how it drives. I like how it sounds. I like everything about the truck. There's nothing I can really think of that I dislike. So yeah, I love the truck, man. That's the answer to that question. The next question is, how does the truck perform? So I don't have a huge background of trucks. The only truck I've owned before this truck was a Ram 1500, and I used that. That was a gas truck. I used it to haul the RV around the country. And that truck did pretty well. I put like 80,000 miles on it before I got rid of it. Didn't have any problems with it. But this truck performs pretty well. I haven't had any major problems. The only issue I had was where I got a message stating exhaust system needed repair. I don't know what could have caused that. If it was because I was putting DEF from the pump, if I was idling too long, not sure what it was. Short story is, I took it into the dealership. They had it there for about a week and a half. They did some diagnostics. They didn't really have a definite answer for me as to what the issue was, besides saying that there was a recall that came up and they had to do something with resetting the powertrain and something like that. Could have been BS. All right, guys, so yeah, so other than that, man, I haven't had any other problems or any other complaints with the truck. With that being said, let's go into the next question, man. My camera just was acting up. I had to pretty much restart it. All right, so the other question I get a lot is, what kind of MPG do I get on this truck? So that's gonna vary, man, because based on a load, based on where I'm at or where I'm traveling, whether I'm going through mountains or hills or whatever the case is. So I'm averaging between as low as 7 up to 13 miles per gallon, again depending on the load. So anywhere in between there, based off of those things, whether I have a 10,000 pound load or whether I have a 4,000 pound load. So anywhere in between that range is kind of what my miles per gallon is looking like, to be honest. So the other question I get is, do I wish I had a dually?
Hell no.
to the no, no, no.
And to be honest with you, like, the answer for that is no. Like, I don't wish I had a dually, because I don't know what having a dually is like. I mean, I hear, and that's the most common truck that, you know, people use for hotshot. But for me, when I started, when I got this truck, I didn't know I was gonna do hotshot. So I just pretty much made it work with what I have. And, you know, there are a lot of guys out there that's doing it with this setup that I have. So it's definitely doable. Now, of course, the dually provides more stability. It has more power. It's just a bigger truck. But again, I can't really speak on that too much, because I've never had a dually. I've never driven one. I've never operated with one. I don't know what it's like. I mean, at the end of the day, again, I'm happy with the truck I have. I'm happy that I actually just got on the road and I got started, you know, instead of kind of figuring out like, man, can I do it with this truck? Like I mentioned before, when I got this truck, I had no idea I was going to do hotshot. You know, if I knew about it back then, I probably would have got a dually. But then again, I probably would have, you know, got my CDL if I had the dually. And that's for a couple reasons. And I'm gonna talk a little bit about, do I recommend this truck? Do I recommend, if I don't recommend this truck, do I recommend a dually? As far as my experience, yes and no. I do recommend this truck, and then no at the same time, and I'm gonna tell you why. I recommend this truck for anyone that's getting into non-CDL hotshot and has no desires of, you know, getting their CDL. And the reason I say this is a great truck to start with for a couple reasons. Costs, you know, could be for some people. Like if you get a bone stock tradesman, or, you know, with no upgrades or anything like that, it's a good truck, and it's probably going to be, you know, within someone's budget versus getting a dually. The other reason is it keeps your weight down by a couple thousand pounds versus having a dually. You know, between the truck and a trailer, and, you know, putting weight on the trailer, you got to stay below 26,000 pounds, right, for non-CDL. So why not keep the weight down between your equipment so you have a little bit more room to play with? You know, that's also a touchy, you know, subject or situation, because you really don't want to be hauling up to like 11,000 pounds on a trailer if you have the room for it. You don't want to, you know, do that really often, because you're just putting too much stress on your equipment, and you could be overloading the trailer or whatever the case is. So I always tell people, man, do your research, ask questions, see what's working for people, and do what's best for you at the end of the day. If you feel like starting out with a 2500 is the way to go for you, then do that. You know, don't let someone else tell you, nah, bro, you should get this or you should get that. I'm doing it, and I'm making, you know, decent money with the setup that I have. But for me, this was just a starting point, and like I said, I already had the truck, so I just used the truck that I had. Now, as far as the dually, I would say this though, if you have no truck, if you have no trailer, if you have nothing, and you're thinking about getting into hotshot, and you're thinking about it for the long run, I would say just go all the way and get a dually, get you a 40-foot with duals, and get your CDL. If you have the funds to do that, then go that route instead of starting out, you know, the way I started out, because the potential of making a lot more money is there. But again, you know, you just do what's best for you, man. That's just a recommendation. That's just my opinion. There are a lot of other videos about there talking about what is the best truck for hotshot. My opinion, there is no best truck. Every truck to me will have problems. Every truck to me will have its issues. It's gonna break down at some point. Yeah, it's a work truck at the end of the day, but you're in it every day. So for me, I'm gonna get something that I like, and I'm gonna just maintain it. John at Stallion Hauling, bro, if you're watching this, I don't care what you say, man. I like my Ram. Yeah, you may say I'm stupid if I get a Ram, a dually, or whatever. I need to get a Ford, but bro, that's just my preference. You know what I'm saying? I'll deal with the issues when it comes, man. But every truck has its issues, the way I see it. It just all depends on how you take care of it and how you treat it at the end of the day. I mean, that answers most of the questions I've been getting, guys. And I must say this, and I don't say this to kind of be rude or to be a dick or anything like that, but a lot of your questions I may have touched before in some of the videos that I've done. So if you're new to the channel, take some time and, you know, go back and look at some of the videos and kind of get an idea of things, because I'm more than likely I've talked about a lot of the things in some of the previous videos. I'm trying to answer these comments as quickly as I can, but being out here, being on the road, and then being back home with family, you know, I'm trying to balance both at the same time. So I'm trying to get back to the comments as soon as I can, guys. Same thing with the DMs on Instagram. I got a lot of requests, and again, I appreciate it. I know a lot of you guys are looking for the information and want to get started. But I'm gonna do my best to get back to y'all and answer the questions as quickly as possible. But with that said, man, I'm gonna wrap up the video. Again, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the comments. I appreciate the interaction, all the support, all the advice. I know I say it a lot, man, but thank y'all. If you're new, go ahead and hit the subscribe button if this is something that you like to see. If you're feeling the channel, give this video a like. Follow me on Instagram. I'm a little bit more active on Instagram as far as what I do daily. It's Hotshot Mac with 2 C's, Hotshot_Mac with 2 C's. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this video, man. I appreciate you guys, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Peace.